This presentation will explain how using game-based learning may be considered good pedagogy. The educational environment has changed from the typical classroom of a blackboard and desk to learning with digital devices, and I will show the advantages of what this technology has on learners. Game-based learning is a type of gameplay that has defined learning outcomes. Within an effective game-based learning environment, we work toward a goal, choosing actions and experiencing the consequences of those actions along the way. We make mistakes in a risk-free setting, and through experimentation, we actively learn and practice the right way to do things. I know I prefer to do interactive games than sitting down and doing questions out of a textbook. How about you? These are just some examples of different online maths games suitable for high school students. Of course, there are others, but like any online tool, it's a matter of sifting through what works for you. So really quickly, to demonstrate the Khan Academy website at www.khanacademy.org, I'm just going to show how simple it is for a student to use these games to solve maths problems, then advance onto harder questions once they've progressed. Now this is instead of using a pen and paper and a textbook to do their answers. Up the top we've got the subjects option, and it shows the different subjects. Now in my area of maths, I'm going to do a question on geometry. It'll load a random question depending on the level of the area that the person is at in Khan Academy. Now if you look down here, we've got the option to show scratch pad. Now this will bring up some different coloured areas and options, and I can use this with my mouse to actually write on the screen. Now it wants us to solve for x for this particular angle here. Now we know that the three angles of a triangle need to add up to 180 degrees. So we need to take these two angles here, 79 and 66, away to get the last angle. So if I write 79, then 66, and that equals 145, and we want to take that away from 180, which gives us 35. So then that solves for x. This means that this is going to be a 35-degree angle. I then click on the check answer option. It gives me a smiley face and says it's correct. It then puts a tick up here in the circles and shows me as well. If you need some hints in solving this problem, you've got the show hints option there, and it will tell you step by step how to do the problem, and also you've got a little video there and how to also solve the problem with someone demonstrating it. So again, this is just a really quick demonstration, but as you can see there are lots of questions in the different areas for this Khan Academy website. Thanks for watching. There is much debate around using games in education, but if the teacher can successfully integrate it into the learning and the students respond to it positively, then you have a win. 7 out of 8 studies involving math found that the use of games is far superior to traditional classroom instruction for improving math achievement and also problem-solving skills. There are a number of benefits from using game-based learning instead of learning from a teacher or out of a textbook. Learning using games is so much more motivating for students, and it is a lot more fun. Students can practice in their own time, get feedback from the game, and move up levels like playing a video game. Because it is more of a fun aspect, students want to do it more. Now let's just compare what education used to be like to what it is now. Classrooms in the 50s saw a teacher in formal clothes, students sitting in rows of desks, taking notes from the chalkboard, then doing questions from the textbooks. These days, a typical classroom shows that technology has replaced paper. Instead of the teacher writing notes on the board, information can be shown on a smartboard, iPad or any other digital device. The learning is very interactive. Students can talk with one another and use these forms of technology to demonstrate their answers. The emergence of technology has greatly improved the way education is today. Technology has improved education a great deal, but the reality of it is, it makes our lives easier and jobs are done more efficiently. This what-if scenario can be changed multiple times to come up with different answers. Imagine how long it would take if we didn't have this facility. This graph shows that there is a dramatic increase of people owning a computer and also the internet. Census data from 2012 to 13 shows that 83% of houses now have the internet, up from 79% in 2010 to 11. Since this is the case, it is important to use these resources in education, as the majority of students will have access to a computer and/or internet at home. Your preferred learning style guides the way you learn. It also changes the way you internally represent experiences, the way you recall information, and even the words you choose. In order for all students to learn, the teacher needs to incorporate multiple learning styles so it will suit the whole class. I hope you have enjoyed this informative presentation and realised the benefits of game-based learning. Thanks for watching.